hell with him, this would be the end of his story. Victory over hardship, he's built for it. He killed for another chance to rewrite his story. He grabbed a pen, he wrote the script for it. He had a gift for it, something like a sixth sense. He backed his bags, man, he's in the pen sense. Had sentenced, did exactly what it was supposed to do. He swallowed pride, did what people that are sober do. He told the truth, trusted God and cleaned his mess up. They told him he kept going, be like he never even messed up. Within a couple years, the boy was blessed up. He used his story to help others who had messed up. Matter of fact, rumor has it that he still at it. He makes music, they say it helps heal land. It's real bad once he's helping them through real battles. Real battles, know nothing about. And that's the story of the boy, and of course there's more to it. Maybe next time we'll get more into it. There's a moral to it, something for you to think on. Yo, you should think on it.
Y'all can't hear me because I ain't got my mic turned up. See, it's already a Monday. Woo woo. Anyways, what I was saying, man, I tell you, I'm a dweeb, whatever. I go back to the names here. Everybody here: Christina, Julie, Karen, Wendy, Pauline, Patsy. Welcome to the show. I know I have my mic off there. Y'all gonna be texting me in a minute. I can't hear nothing, but that's all right. That is all right. Let's start the show. Anyways, I just have a little fun. But I forgot to turn my mic on. That's all right because it's Monday and things happen on Monday, don't they? Anyways, I've had a good day. I finally got some rest. I got to sleep in today. I worked all weekend doing all kinds of good things for people. I'd like to thank I did. Got to see here where all this light's coming from. Bam. I think it's this one here. That one there. Get that off my forehead a little bit. There we go. Much better. Anyways, what you say, Natasha? Welcome everybody. Thank you all for your support. I truly appreciate all of it. Maybe we can say something that's going to help somebody out here today. I think I got some pretty good content here in a little bit. I do want to mention we will be having drama. Can you hear me? Yeah, that's still there. Drama coming up on the 27th. It's going to be a special show. It's going to be at 9 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock. Hope you all can make it. I truly appreciate your support. It's going to be a good show. We're going to talk about suicide. We're going to talk about drugs. We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff. Anyways, that's on the 27th of November, this coming Friday at 9 o'clock p.m. Woo, man. I can't wait. I'm overly excited. I've been trying to get drum on here for a minute, and it's going to all work out. It always does. When God wants to be helping me out, he does. I am doing super good, Natasha. Thank you for asking. Thank you. Smoking is bad for you. Yeah, this is a smoking show because it's my show. Thank you, Wendy. And it is bad for you. Smoking General Warning says it does cause cancer. It causes birth defects, premature birth. I don't recommend it. Actually, I'm highly against it. One thing at a time, right? One thing at a time. Woo woo. Oh, man. I'm hoping it's going to be a good show. I don't know. I had something. Oh, I know what I was doing earlier. How I did this. I've learned a new trick. And, yeah. I've learned a new trick. And I'm going to show it to you. We're going to put Wendy on the spot here. Because, oh, I think we are. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, I know what I got to do. You know, I'm not good at this stuff. I'm learning. But we're going to go with vitamin C here for the walkthrough. Yes, we are. And then we're going to go over here to Wendy, and we're going to put her on the spot if we can somehow. Find this Euro is supposed to be here. Maybe not. I'm going to get you, Wendy, I promise you. Bam. There it is. There it is. Boom. Alrighty. Here we go. Something new for you. Just learning it out here. It'll come up here in a second. You'll see. You'll see I just got a thing that said, drop the mic. Drop the mic. Anyway, 7 days, no cigarettes. I'm proud of you, Wendy. Glad you have no cigarettes. I am super glad of that. I guess this is going to work here. Maybe not. Browser. I don't know. We're going to see here in a minute. I'm going to let it play for a minute. It's supposed to. There, it might come up. I don't know. Who knows? We'll check it out. It might come up. It might not come up. If it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. Anyways, we are going to have drama on the 27th. And like I said, people, I'm super excited. I've tried to get drama on here, and it's been hard. He's busy. I'm busy. And he does a lot for recovery. He does a lot for suicide information and stuff like that. A lot of his songs are about all that kind of stuff. Super awesome. Super awesome. And, yeah. Stephen, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I'm just glad to be here, people. I really need a show. I really need to get out and get me to one of these meeting things I go to. I'm going to go tonight. Can't wait to get there. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I need to get some stuff off my chest that I'm not going to share here. Woo woo. But you got to reach out there and talk to people. It's amazing. I had a guy reach out to me this weekend. And about 3 o'clock in the morning, and man, I had to fight him all the way to get the answers. What are you trying to get out there? And super glad that I did. I did get to. But yeah, I'm super glad I did get to do that. I know what I'm doing wrong here. I got to copy that and put that here. Give me a second, people. I just want to refresh my browser here. Refresh my browser. It's not working right. Won't take me but a second. Here, add browser. Okay, we added a browser. Oh, I got to hit that button there, sorry. Y'all, I'm not computer literate, and this is going to get fantastic here in a second, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Let's see how it works out here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. There I go. There it is. Bam. Paste. Okay. Now maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Trying to get it to. Gotta go over here and do this again. Copy. 1 second. Paste. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I don't know, people. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. Let me go here to studio mode, then I can do it maybe. There it is. I told you I was going to get you, Wendy. Bam. Okay. Now we can go back to... Boom. There you go. I knew I'd get you there eventually, Wendy. Ha 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 ha. Call you out on the show. Anyways. What's up, Mike? Welcome, my friend. Welcome. How are you doing today? I was playing with this computer. Sometimes I'm just not that smart and I don't know how to figure it out. You know what I mean? Oh, I did that wrong. Anyways, doing great, man. I tell you what, I had a great sober weekend. It's awesome. Glad to be here. I tell you what, I woke up all weekend long. I never got drunk. I never got high. It's amazing. It's amazing. You know, God was looking out for me. But like I was saying, I had a guy out this weekend on the phone, and he didn't want to tell me what was wrong with him. But I finally got it out of him. And you know what? It works. It really does. You know, when we reach out and help people, it's an amazing thing. It is an amazing thing. I tell you, I like this new option that I found. I've been trying to figure out how to do it forever, but we finally figured it out. I almost need another person in here doing this with me. I'm doing fine, Natasha. I'm doing great. Glad to be here. I am. Any of y'all got any questions? Anything I can help you all with today? Anything? Anything at all? Did y'all have a bad weekend? Good weekend? Let me know. Let me know. But, yeah. I just give back all weekend, to tell y'all the truth, people. I didn't get out and do anything crazy or anything like that. I just... I kind of try to sit back and do nothing. Friday night, I'm trying to think of what I tell you, my memory's shot. Tell you what I did do today. I took my nephew to turn himself in at the jail, and he got right back out. I don't like taking people there. It is a learning process, Mike. One of these days, I'm going to be as good as you. You've had practice, see. You've had practice. I think this Friday we're going to have a really good show, though. It's going to be at 9 o'clock. We're going to have drama. It'd be a good dude to have on your show. Mike St. John, people, right here. Super good guy. Man, he's got a show. Look him up. Sorry, Mike, I can't think of the name of the show right now. I'm just trying to get by for myself right this second. Anyways. Can I get a woo-woo? Woo-woo, God is good every second of every day. God is good all the time, people. All the time. Every second of every minute of every hour of every week of every month of every year. God is good to me all the time, and he is to you. Just look up. He's right there with you. Woo-woo. Anyways. Heck yeah, people. It's I tell you, I needed a well-needed break today. I was overwhelmed all last week. Nothing worked out right. Except I tell you what, God showed out again on Friday. I got my paycheck with a $700 bonus on it. Woo. That don't happen very much for me because I run my own company. But the homeowner, man, he looked out for me. Anyway, St. John Live, you know what? Why couldn't I remember that, Mike? That's crazy. St. John Live. I tell you, too many drugs in the 80s, not enough in the 90s, and way too much heroin in the 2000s. Woo. A little bit about myself. When I was 10 years old, I started smoking weed, drinking alcohol. I moved right along to mushrooms, to LSD, snorting cocaine, to smoking crack cocaine, to methamphetamines, to intravenous user of heroin. I was a 5-gram-a-day user. My drug of choice was methamphetamines and heroin mix, speedballing it, besides yours, because yours was free. And I don't tell you that because I'm proud of it. I tell you that because I'm living proof right here that anybody can get clean and sober. Anybody. If I can do it, you can do it. I promise you. Promise you. It's Great day to be alive, people. My son just been super awesome. Super awesome. Woo, man. There you go, Mike. I just put you on the spot there, throw you up there and let everybody see your show there, man. I tell you what, this guy right here has been through some stuff just like me and helps a lot of people. Got a lot of guests on his show and just super amazing. I appreciate everything you do for the addicts still suffering out there, Mike. I appreciate everything for what you do for the addicts that are in recovery. It's just amazing to watch other people. I tell you, people, if you can only imagine what it's like to get on here and tell your story or share your story, or I mean, basically, we're sharing it with the world, and it's not something that's easy to do at first. I don't know. I just seemed like I had a calling. I don't know how Mike did. I tell you what, Mike, I'm gonna get you on this show one of these days. I don't know when. I'm still trying to master the concept of split screens and pulling people from other places and putting them on the screen with me. But Facebook's got that new messenger thing where you got a room and I can do the screen capture. It took me a minute to figure it out, but I did get it the other day. I just got to fix up an overlay for it to make it look nice. But yes, that'd be awesome. You know, people, when you think about it, let's back that up there. I want to take that a whole different route. I'm going to tell y'all a story, and I don't get to tell y'all stories much. I usually got something else to talk about, but there was a friend of mine. I met him in rehab, and healing place. He made it all the way through. I didn't. 4 months to the door, or I was 4 months in, 2 months to the door, I got kicked out for a dirty urine. And I didn't get clean and sober there. I ended up getting clean and sober in drug court. And he called me one day after he got out. He went through the office and everything. And he called me one day and he said, "Chuck, I need help." And I said, "Man, I'll do anything I can for you." And he said, "Welcome, Eric." He said, "They're watching me. They're following me." And I already know what was going on. It broke my heart. And I said, "Man, I'm fixing to go live on my show." And I don't know which show it was, or I'd go back to that show and I'd, do a repeat there and show you. But I said, "In an hour, I'll call you and we'll work something out." And the next morning, called him after the show. And I told him, I said, "I'll be there tomorrow morning. I'll pick you up. We'll get you in somewhere." And that's what I did. And he looked rough. He looked rough. About like that guy I look like there back there somewhere, like, he kind of looked like this guy here. Right? But, so I got him in this rehab in E-Town. And he struggled a little bit to get to it, but he got to it, and then he got in the halfway house, and then he called me. And he said, "Man, I got high." So I texted him back, and I said, "Man, why'd you do it?" He said, "What do you mean, why'd I do it?" I said, "Well, why'd you get high?" He said, "Well, I felt like I'd take the easier, softer way out." See, I can't buy that right there, the easier, softer way out. So what I said was, when I texted him back, I said, "Was it easy? Because now you're homeless, you have no food, you don't have no showers, no bathrooms, you have nowhere to go. So it's a constant battle from here on out. You had all that, there. You just had to kind of dig in a little bit." And he's like, "Man, you're right." So when I hear people say, "I got high to take the easy way out," I can't buy into that, people. As an addict myself, I mean, you can come up with a million reasons to get high, but to take the easy way out, that's not the easy way out. Really, the easy way out is to get up every morning and go to work, do your work, come home, fix your supper, take a shower, however you do it, and go to bed and pay your bills. It really is easier, because if you ever live through the mental anguish of that vicious cycle of what's going on in an addict's life, it's a constant battle with yourself. "What do you say, Mom? How you doing?" It's a constant battle with yourself, your family, everybody you know. Everybody you know. Mom, you got to get your profile picture. That way I can put you up here on blast like this. See down at the bottom of the screen, Mom? Right down there. But it's a constant battle. You don't know where you're going to get your food at. You don't know where you're going to get your next dope at. It's just it's the worst feeling in the world. Well, finally called me. He said, well, I'm up here in Louisville, and I need to get in somewhere. And of course, I sent him to the healing place down there on 12th or wherever, Market, 9th and Market, whatever. And I said, man, at least get in there until we can find something to do, because it's a homeless shelter too. And he said, all right. Well, the next day he called me, or he texted me. I say call, but he texted me. See, I'm lying to y'all already. He texted me. And he said he's in Serenity Keepers or something up in Louisville. And I was like, cool. About a month later, I got the phone call, people. Yeah, it was awful. It was awful. I almost relapsed over it myself. It was one of them times when where the book says that if you're not spiritually fit, I have no mental capacity to say no. And I was there, except thank God I was spiritual enough to say no. I'm gonna try to see if I can't find that real quick here, and I can read my poem that I wrote to him. And you know what the problem is? I can't see my computer, so I got to stand up for a second. Yeah, there we go. This is the thing that I wrote him, and y'all might get sad. I don't know. Anyways, this is how I felt when this happened. I said, "Your death has crushed my soul, but has opened my eyes. You are a pure soul, lost in the depths of your own head. A place where pain is born, a place that no one could understand. I am so glad that I called you my friend. I looked past what you saw, and I seen you, the heart of a warrior, but a frail lost soul. I am so glad I met you and called you my friend. I can't help to feel your loss was my fault, even though I wasn't around or even knew where you were. You asked me for help, and help I tried. I got you to E-Town for another trip to find yourself and give all I could. I told you I loved you, and you said the same. I'll never forget the smile on your face when I dropped off them groceries. I felt you had finally found peace. It was the phone call that I got from that I knew you were still in misery. I wish I stopped working and let my knees hit the ground. A text was all I got, and I would never hear nothing, not a sound. Now you're gone, no explanation to be found. Damn, dude. I'm still proud of my friend." Whew. Yeah, it's real, man. So when y'all want to take the easier way out, y'all think of that and remember that. There is no easy way out except doing the deal. Doing the deal in recovery is the only easy way out. Matter of fact, later on when I show that integrity slide I show at the end of the show, and it's going through there, and you'll see some groceries in the back of my truck. That's what I dropped off to him that day. And every now and again, I'll get on my phone and I get to read them texts that he sent to me that day. Yeah. Thank you, Patsy. I appreciate that. Well, anyways, today I want to basically talk about suicide. And I know it's just going to be kind of a suicide kind of week. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It sounds awful. But I tell you what, people, we got to reach out. And I made up another whole scene and everything for this. And this is my story. See, because I can't share anybody else's story. All I can do is tell you mine. And if y'all don't know, I've told y'all several times that I did try to commit suicide. And I made it to it. My nephew pulled me off of it. He wasn't even supposed to be there, but he was. So here we go. This is my story with suicide. I was beat down. I really was. I got to find it here on my thing. Oh. what pops up here first. All right. Woo woo. All right, make sure I had some sound. This is me. This is my bottom. I was saved by the grace of God. And what you can't see in this picture is the orange extension cord that I had wrapped around my neck, hanging from a ceiling fan in my son's bed. What is my son's bedroom now? And 5 minutes from this picture, I'd be hanging. And I'm guessing that about a minute or half a second later, my nephew come through the window at the house and found me. See, I'd kicked him out about 4 days before, and he needed to get some clothes. And I guess he come in and found me because he pulled me off of it. And I just remember coming to. I wished I'd had a picture of that ambulance bill I keep telling y'all about that I had to pay, because that's where I got that ambulance bill. Yeah. And that down there's my suicide note. I want to read something to you off that suicide note. If you look up at the top, what it says is, "Here is your rat." Because see, all the people that I was running around with, I got locked up with heroin, which sent me on my road to recovery. See, I never told on anybody that day. Matter of fact, I took the blame, and the guy that was driving didn't get nothing out of it. And you know, that was another thing that God did for me, because when I took the blame, that took all the eyes off my buddy. He had no part in it. And when we got to court, being the dope wasn't in my pocket, it was just in the car. They couldn't prove it was mine, so they had to give me a 2-for-3 diversion. They offered me 10 years until they knew that it was not in my pocket. He actually passed away the day I went to the healing place. I don't know which day that was. I was still kind of in the madness. But he's no longer with us. But anyways, so I got to the 2-for-3 for diversion for 12 grams of heroin and set me on my life in recovery. And here I am doing my best to help you all out. You right there. I know it looks like I'm looking to the side because I'm looking at my other monitor, but yeah. And what that says down here at the bottom is funny. It all died with me. And what I meant by that was everything they told me I was ratting on people about, it was going to the grave with me, because I didn't tell on nobody. I was beat down, people. I always had this big heart that I got, and I didn't care if you screwed me over into madness. I was gonna let you come back, because I needed friends. I wanted friends, and so I would go spend my money on dope and get them high, and that's how I become friends with them, or stayed friends with them. And they would screw me over, take stuff or whatever, and it just beat me down. And matter of fact, one of my sponsees today, thank God, was part of that deal right there. That's why I was so beat down. And you know what? I love that dude more than anything in the world. You know what he told me? In between now and then, and I tell him all the time about it. He said, "Chuck, next time you go hang yourself, call me up so I can hang from your feet. Make sure you get the job done." And funny how God works. He told me the other day, he said, "Chuck, if anybody messes with you, they're going to have to go through me first." Amazing. It's amazing what God can do for us, people. He was just an addict. He's sick as I am. He's sick, just like everybody else that's an addict. We got this disease, and we get sick, and we hurt people that we don't want to hurt. And it's funny that I'm his sponsor today. I am his sponsor today. And he gets it. He gets it. And it's super awesome to watch. Super awesome to watch. You know, to see somebody's eyes open, they get that glimpse of hope. They get God in them. I don't know what you get. I just know when they used to tell me, and it was awesome to see the lights come on in people's eyes. It was awesome to see the lights come on in my eyes, to see that I had changed. There was nothing more powerful than that. And I didn't even realize that's a spiritual experience, dude. It really was. And when somebody pointed it out to me, it was like, wow. I didn't even see it coming. But there it was. I did have a wow spiritual experience. I was having it before I ever even knew it. Everybody else has seen it before me. And that's the way it works. That's just the way it works. And today, you know, when I ask for these donations and I take them to people and give them out, I get to see that look in their eyes, that ounce of hope when they had none. And it's a blessing, people. It's a blessing. You know, I don't go out and get all these donations this past weekend. My friend Jane, member of the group here, showed out with God. I mean, she really did. She really did. And got to take it this Saturday. That's right. That's what I did Saturday. I think it was Saturday. It might have been Friday. I can't remember. I be forgetting, people. I be forgetting. But yeah, she got, all we was going to get was a turkey dinner for 6 people for a sober living house in Campbellsville. We wanted to give back, and so them boys could have a Thanksgiving dinner. Man, if you go back to the group, look at the photos, I didn't have a chance to put it on here today. I forgot. I got so busy doing the drama stuff and this here for the suicide. And, I mean, a truckload had a turkey, a ham, boxer briefs. I mean, cans and cans of corn, just all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. There is no way that 6 people can eat that. But you know what? It was a blessing. And I got to see it. Now, see, here's the deal, people. God gets all the glory for that, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if it wasn't for Him, none of this is possible. He makes that stuff happen in our lives. It's like the drama thing. I've been trying to get drama on here for months, and God found it fit to let him come this time, and it's going to be a great show, I feel like. I'm excited. I'm really excited. But yeah, remember, people, if you're out there and you're wanting to commit suicide and your life is miserable, reach out. Because, see, the thing is, and me and Drummer was talking about this earlier, I'm super happy now. 100%. You know, I still got my ups and downs, and I tell you all that. But the thing is, I'm drug-free. I got God in my life. I am happy with everything I got. Super happy. Even though I was beat down that day, and I still stayed there for another year. So when I talk about I drug across my bottom for a year, that was my bottom, and I stayed there for a year before I finally got caught with that heroin and got to live again. And you know, I didn't know that at that day. I couldn't see it. Just like I'm telling you right now, you won't be able to see what's going to happen in the future because nobody can. But see, I'm sitting here happy doing it. I couldn't have had none of this. I couldn't afford a pack of cigarettes. I could not afford them. Today, I got all this equipment. I got 2 trucks. I got a car. I got my house. I got my son who lives with me. I got full custody today, and I got it all through recovery. And I can't help but reach out to people and let you all know what it's like, because you can have this too. You're one decision to a better life. I know that sounds just crazy, but it ain't. It ain't. It's not crazy. It's all you got to do is make the decision is you want something better and walk away from all the negativity. Walk away from it. Get you some help. And if you want help, reach out. I mean, You don't want to talk to me? Suicide Prevention Hotline? United for Recovery? Reach out. Anybody in this group, reach out to them. Reach out to them. Life is too short to be miserable. Get out of your ordinary, get uncomfortable, and learn, because that's what uncomfortable is. It's learning. It's learning to be a better person. Learning to be just learn. Whatever you want to do, go do it right now, because it's not going to ever happen if you don't do it now. If you don't do it now. It probably, I ain't saying it won't never happen, but if you jump on it right now, you get past the learning curve. See, there's a learning curve, today, to wherever you're going to get to wherever you end up starting. So you missed out on all this right here. But if you start today, you got this, and then you go on, and you get way better. I don't even know how to explain it, the best way to explain it. But I know this one thing, and people, holidays are hard on me because I think about one thing. I think about me. And I know that sounds selfish, but it ain't really about me, because what I think about me is, on them holidays, I didn't have my fix. I was sick. By the time I got up in the morning, if I didn't buy it the day before, and then I had to call my dealer and wait for him to get done with his family before I could go get my fix. And if I did have my fix, you know what I was doing? I was going to my family's house, and I was getting in the bathroom, and I was shooting dope in their bathroom. I could have fell out dead right there, overdosed, in my family's bathroom on a holiday. I could have been at my mama's house on a holiday, shot dope, and fell out dead in their bathroom on a holiday. It happens, people. It don't. The devil don't care if it's a holiday. He don't care if it's a regular day. He don't care if it's your birthday. All he wants is your soul, and he'll go any way of getting it. I tell y'all, this ain't a religious show, and it ain't. But Jesus Christ is my Savior, and he saved my life in addiction, and I got to put him out there. I got to give him all the glory, because if I don't give my higher power my glory, then I start to think that I did something. But I didn't do nothing. I made a decision, and I took a step forward. And from that point, he took over. He took over. I'd love to say I did it all, but I can't do it, people. I can't do it. I couldn't have done it. I tried for 34 years. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. All I could do was take the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. There was no end in sight for me. And there's a lot of people out there like that. And if you're one of them, reach out, because I tell you what, I have no problem helping you in any way, getting into a recovery center or whatever you need. If you got mental problems that you need to go see and a recovery center, I know places to go. I know places you can go. Matter of fact, if you was to call me right now, I could have you in a bed in the morning. You hear me? I could have you in a recovery center bed in the morning, starting your new way life. If you was to quit today, your sobriety date would be 11/24/2020. Woo woo! Day before Thanksgiving. That's right. I got this one buddy, he calls me all the time. Or he texts. I keep lying to y'all about this calling stuff. There ain't nobody calls me. They text me, but that's all right. That's all right. He texts me about once a month. He says, I'm ready. I say, well, let's do it. He'll say, well, I'm going to do it next week. I said, man, I understand. I understand. Because I do. I didn't want to go either. And then I say, you know what, Bob? That next one might be your last one. You might not make it till next week. Why don't you go on and go today? No, I got things I got to take care of, and this has happened for 6 months straight. Not yet. He just ain't ready. Thing is, people, I can't beg you to go. I can't beg my friends to go. I can't make anybody go. I can't make anybody get sober. But what I do is I plant seeds, and it works. I see it all the time. My phone has rang all weekend. All weekend. It's not ring at all. So I know there's seeds getting planted out there. I can't water it. All I can do is plant it and hope you get it. But I tell you what, life is good on this side, people. Life is good on this side. Like I said, I've not ever been happier. I don't want to die today. I want to live. I want to live. I want to make people proud. I want to make people happy. You know, I got to talk to the town cop this morning. Not about anything y'all think I talked to him about. I talked to him about his air conditioner. But you know what? I wasn't scared to talk to him. I take a nephew over to the jail. I got to talk to Buck Snelling over there. He's the jailer. And he thanked me. He thanked me. I walk inside and I talk to the deputy. I had my mask on, you know, playing along. And handed her my ID to bail my nephew out. And she looked at it and she looked back up at me and she said, Chuck Brothers. I knew her from a long time ago. But she said, lower your mask down here. And I lowered my mask down and she said, Chuck, I just want to thank you. I hear you're doing big things. I looked at her and I said, Shelly, I'm not doing big things. God's doing big things because that's who's doing it. I just get to be the vessel. I get to be the vessel. But you know what? I don't have to be scared of that stuff today. I'm not scared no more. I put my BS out here live just so I can get y'all to the truth. Get you to the truth. But anyways, I'm not going to end this show on no sad notes. We're going to move on. Anyways, mention my friends here at PAL, Parents of Addicted Loved Ones. You are not alone. They meet Thursday night, 6:30, 7:30 p.m. United for Recovery Office, 860 West Stephen Foster, Bardstown, Kentucky, 4004. 502-349-3329. As for Terry, so you know Chuck Brothers Recovery, loud and proud. She's not going to treat you any different because you know me, I promise you, but she's going to treat you fair just like she treats everybody because she's a good person. That's a good group. That their parents and friends and whoever, non-addicts, non-alcoholics, or whatever, if you got somebody struggling in your family and you got questions and you need answers, call my friend Terry at PAL, 502-349-3329. Catch a meeting Thursday night, 6:30, 7:30 p.m. 860 West Stephen Foster, Bardstown, Kentucky, 4004. Find them on the internet at www.palgroup.org. PAL, you are not alone. Woo woo. Woo woo. Oh man, I tell you, I like doing the commercial parts best. It's kind of my favorite part of doing on this show. I don't know why, because I get to make funny voices and stuff. And I get to act out. I get to be a kid again. Woo woo. I tell you, I always wanted to be a kid. Woo woo. Yeah, I don't know. I had a pretty good childhood somewhere in between the madness and the madness, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really think I had it too bad. I thought my mom did a heck of a job. Thank you, Mom, for everything you did for me. Thank you for everything you did for me, because I sure do appreciate it. The bad wasn't so bad, and the good wasn't so good. But I tell you what, it was great because you was my mom. I love you very much. I love you very much. United for Recovery, Education, Prevention, and Support. Contact us at United for Recovery, 860 West Stephen Foster, Bardstown, Kentucky, 40004. Our phone number is 502-348-1879. Please leave a message. If you need help right away, right now, and need to talk to a person, dial 502-510-4328. Ask for Lisa. Tell your friend Chuck Brothers growing loud and proud. And she's just like her pal. She's not going to do you no favors that she's not going to do for anybody else. But I tell you what, she does everybody a favor. This lady here is amazing. And so is everybody in the group of United for Recovery. They are my go-to people. They help me out tremendously. They are a great advocacy group for addiction. www.unitedforrecovery.org. Go under the resource tabs. You'll find things about Casey's Law. You'll find things about recovery centers, male, female, male and female, insurance, no insurance, paid, cash, money, whatever. United for Recovery. Education, prevention, and support. Woo woo. Yeah, I know. So what y'all think about the little lower third we got there? I think that's pretty neat. I've been wondering how that was done for a long time. I seen that done to a buddy of mine in St. John. There's Andrew Hagar. Andrew Hagar live. Woo woo. What do you say, Eddie? Welcome to the show. Welcome, my friend. I got to praise Jesus one time. Can I do one for the one time only? Woo woo. Praise Jesus, people. That's my higher power right there. If you ain't got a higher power, I'll be glad to share mine with you. He wants to be your higher power anyways. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray to you in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. I pray for peace on the world. I pray for addiction to go away. I pray for everybody to get along. Love thy neighbor as you have loved us. I want to pray for the trees, the breeze, the air, the ground, the grass, the dogs, and every animal, every molecule of every molecular construction that you've done by just blowing like that. I want to pray for peace for all of them. I want us to all get along. I want the world to be a better place. I want the poor to be fed, to be bathed, to be clothed. The rich to find happiness, find love and family, love and friendship. And everybody in between, I want the same for both. Lord, I pray for all our sick and suffering still out there. I pray for the ones that out here that are in the hospital with COVID-19, COVID-19. I pray that these cures that they have are safe and godly. I pray for your intervention. If not, I pray for the kids, the blameless kids that suffer through all of our addictions, and they don't even know why. Because I know my son didn't ask for an addict to be a dad or to be his daddy. I pray that all them kids out there can find the strength to learn to love their parents and understand that this disease is powerful. I pray for love, peace, and joy and happiness across the planet. Amen. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Woo. Sorry, people, I can kind of get in a tangent when I pray. It's kind of weird, but I feel it. It's powerful. It's crazy, but I feel it really, really good, and I like it. It's rocketed to the fourth dimension. Rocketed to the fourth dimension. Woo woo. Anyways, I want to talk about overdose a little bit here. Not much, just a little bit, just like I always do. If you see an overdose, people, dial 911. Please dial 911. Don't leave your friend laying in the bedroom on the floor. Don't leave them on the couch, laying on the couch. Pick up the phone, call 911. If you're out and about, don't push them off in a ditch. Don't drop them off at the hospital. Don't tell nobody they're there. Call 911. Don't be scared. Your friend's life depends on you. And if it's not a friend, you just come across it, their life depends on you. Here's the deal. Come on, man. Here's the deal. I know I can't help but do the Biden thing. But anyways, you cannot recover if you're dead. Absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible. Once you're dead, there is no recovery. There's nothing. Heaven and hell. Heaven and hell. God give us the knowledge to come up with Narcan. So use it. If you need a can of Narcan, reach out, PM me, let me know, send me an address. I will mail it to you. I will pay the postage. Reach out, people. Let's save our kids, cousins, uncles, moms, dads, brothers, sisters, lawyers, judges, because it don't discriminate. It don't discriminate. Rich, poor, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't discriminate. Reach out, people. And if you just happen to be with them friends and you're scared, Kentucky Senate Bill 192. They call it the Heroin Bill. It provides immunity from arrest if someone calls 911 to save a life of a person who has overdosed on drugs and stays with that person until help arrives. One more time. The Heroin Bill provides immunity. Immunity. That makes you not guilty. Makes you free from being guilty. They will not lock you up if you call 911 to save a life of a person who has overdosed on drugs, and you stay with that person until help arrives. Until help arrives. It's just the truth, people. You know, when my best friend overdosed, I called 911. I laid there with him in the floor. I give him mouth to mouth. I give him chest compressions for 30 minutes. He vomited in my mouth. I could taste it for a week afterwards. You know what? I don't care. I wasn't going to let him die. If I had any part in anything, I was not going to let him die. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. And it sucks. But you know what? I know he's up there in heaven right now, looking down, happy, because I got sober. I got clean. Hope y'all don't ever have to live through that. Hope y'all don't ever have to live through that, because it was awful. You know, I live in a town of about 1,200 people. I get to be with his family every day. I get to see them at the store. I get to see them at the dollar store. I get to see them pass them down the road. They're God-fearing people, and I get to do their air conditioning work. I get to do their heat and air work. But you know what? There ain't a day that goes by that I don't think about him. This disease is killing people out here every day, people. Every day. The streets are winning. The reason you're not hearing about it? COVID-19. But you know what COVID-19 does? It affects the lungs. You know what happens when you overdose on heroin? It affects the lungs. Don't have to go that way. You know, I'm out here watching these people walk these streets look like zombies. Talking to themselves, talking to whoever. I don't know who they're talking to, but they ain't talking to me, and I'm the only one standing there. We got to help these people. I don't know how yet, but we're working on it. I'm thinking every day on how we can help them people. And we're going to somehow, some way. I don't know how. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to show them that we're happy. I'm happy. And I'm doing the next right thing. And you know what? My phone rings because of this, so I think I'm doing something to help. I really do. The thing is you can't help them if they don't want it. But you got to show that love out there. I know it's hard to do. Sometimes I want to choke the out of them myself. But I got to remember that that's a sick individual. And I wouldn't treat a cancer patient that way. I wouldn't treat a, a morbidly sick person that way. I wouldn't treat somebody with AIDS that way. I wouldn't treat anybody that way. And I'm not going to treat an addict that way. It's hard to forgive sometimes when they done took from you, stole from you, broke your window out, whatever they did. Whatever they did. It's hard to forgive. But you know what? All the wrong I did out there, myself, that I didn't want to do it. I just had the compulsion to do it because I had no other way to get high. And I had to have that fix to beat that vicious cycle. I think back about some of the things I did. This building right here, I kicked in the back door and stole the money out of the register. You can ask my mom. She's on here right now. On camera. Knew it was there. Knew the cameras. I didn't care, people, because I had to get high. I didn't want to do that. But that thought overwhelmed all other thoughts. And I couldn't get it out of my head. And I had to have it. Today I'm here in the same building that I rent a spot from my sister and do a podcast to help people on drugs. I'm good with that today. Good with that today. I don't know if I ever said I was sorry for it or made amends for it, but I try to make a living amends for it today. I try to do the next right thing. Do the next right thing. Not always going to be able to make amends for everything, and you're not going to make everybody happy. But once you say, I'm willing to do it if I can, and if you do get to your side's clean, you don't have to deal with that no more. The rest of it's them. But you know what? If you wrong enough people, it's hard to get your name back. And I don't know that you ever will or whatever. I'm lucky, I guess, because when I used to walk down the street, people used to talk. I can remember going in the restaurant next door, sitting down eating my lunch, and hear them talking across the room saying, there's that number one citizen. There's that guy, that junkie, that piece of crap. It's sad. I don't get that no more. I can walk down the street now, my head up high. I know where I've been. I know what I've done. God knows where I've been, and he knows what I've done. And I've tried to make amends to everybody that I can for the wrongs I did. Main thing is to get honest with yourself and admit that you did that. Admit that you got a problem and find some help, people. Find some help. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. Anyways, I added some pictures to the integrity post. We're going to go out with that and, of course, all the little commercials. And drama on the 27th right here. Chuck Brothers coming loud and proud. Woo, woo. Sorry. Shout out to Dollar Green. He did the intro at the beginning of the show. Dollar Green intros. Dollar Green intros. Woo woo.
Never judge a man until you take a step into his shoes. First you gotta understand the sand that he's walking through. Silence by default, but it's never been his fault. Following the code, hanging around nothing but adults. Cause he was treading water in the pool of good intentions. Always would envision a mission, but no one listened. Wishing to be noticed, hoping they would see him glisten. Beating pots and pans with his hands in the kitchen. They bashing on his passion cause he made his own decisions. Stitching the incisions that were brought with those opinions. In addition, started drinking, never mixed it with some thinking. Sinking into loneliness and living for the weekend. Waking up confused and popping pills for his amusement. Loving his guitar but to the drugs he had to lose it. He wants to hit the road but doesn't own a car to cruise it. Now he's all alone with a cup of purple juices. Laughing with the mattress, scratching at his bruises. Jack off to an actress that he's watching in a movie. He's never getting action, girls are scared of his delusions. If legends never die, how is not the kid to prove it? Never walk alone.
Groceries I was talking about.
Never walk alone, and life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil to travel in the shadows. Never walk alone. Never walk alone, and life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil they travel in the shadows. His buzz was getting weaker with the more that he done. Instead of being fun, it made him apathetic and numb. He take a look into the mirror and hated what he become. A fucking bum, thought the world be better off when he's gone. Plan to take so many drugs that he may never wake up. But he done spent his last $30 on Xanax and rum. He caught his so he don't give a fuck about the cash that he borrows. She told him she'd be over around 8:30 or 9. It was 1 o'clock and he was too impatient to die. Ravaging through all his stuff for anything he could find, trying to find something that could take the pain before 9. Then she called him back and told him that she had a surprise. He didn't know if he could wait, but just said fuck it, I'll try. We never walk alone. Never walk alone, and life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil to travel in the shadows. Never walk alone. Never walk alone, and life's a battle. You can flee from people, but evil they travel in the shadows. At 8:45, 2 cars pulled into his drive. He saw the card, but another car followed behind. She said, I'm proud of you, and good jobs are harder to find. But if you're gonna work, then we gotta get you a ride. Look, I bought this car for you from your Uncle Jack. We wanna see you succeed, don't gotta pay me back. It's got a lot of miles, but it's been maintained. I just wanna see you happy, it's never too late to change things. And here's your $50, I hope it's enough. At Salvation Army, that might even get you a tux. She hugged him hard and said, I hope it's get you out of your funk. And I brought you some groceries in the back of the trunk. Then he broke down and told her what he's planning to do. He said, I didn't get the job, Ma, I wish it was true. You'll never understand the battle, cause these demons are strong. And I hate to admit it, but I done lost and they won. And all I ever really wanted was a moment of silence. These voices in my head are telling me to be violent. I tried praying to God, but he don't ever respond. But these voices go away whenever I take a bump. Then she dropped the keys and started gasping for air. Oh my God, my breathe, take a seat in this chair. We sat her down and then Uncle Jack hopped out of the car. She continued to struggle, but now she's grabbing his arm. And Uncle Jack shouted, call 911, you're a fucking coward, Howard, damn it, look what you've done. A piece of straw can break a camel's back and you were the one. My brother took his life cause you're his